I've never done a song like this ever. I've never gotten political. I've never talking about things. It ain't even just about like black or this or that, man. It's just about America. It's about what we're supposed to have been built upon. But I mean, when you really think about it, we was built upon motherfucking slavery, you know? Bringing these people over to build our buildings and all this shit. It's like so crazy. But beyond that, it's just about saying something and stating something. And it's about the state of our country, a country that I do love. You know, I'm from here. I love it. I love America. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of things that go on in America that I don't necessarily agree with or find to be something that I can stand for. So everybody on here is rapping from different perspectives. So like Black Thought's rapping from his perspective on America. I'm rapping from my perspective on America. On both of my verses, Chuck D is rapping from his perspective and what's going on. And then when the beat switches up, and you hear me talk about, I've been in the cut, looking in the cup, 38 tuck. I'm rapping from the perspective of a motherfucker in the hood in the only America he knows. And that's why I brought in Big Limbo to like help me paint that picture. He's got a raw, dope ass voice to kind of paint that hood dude. So he also, went into that character and kind of created this character of the only America that people know in the projects. You know what's funny? So basically, getting No ID on here was like the easiest thing ever. It was hard for me to muster up the courage, but all I did was ask. Motherfucker, I'm real as shit. Everything I talk about real as shit. Yeah, I'm back in this bitch, and you don't gotta like it, but get off my dick. Repeat twice. I'm not a very political person. I can sit here and say, I don't know, all these things that are going on in politics. I don't know that. That's a big reason why I step out of things, because a lot of shit is lies too. You look on your phone and it says so-and-so did this or so-and-so said that, but that actually didn't happen. And because you read it on the fucking internet, you think everything's the truth. So then you go and you're fighting and I go, oh, well, Trump said this or he did that. And then somebody's like, no, he didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? Or no, she didn't. Or what do you mean? That never happened. And then I look like a fucking idiot. So I try to do my best to understand what is going on in the country, but also focus on what I know best, and that's making music for people. Fight the power, fight for the right to get up and say fuck white power. Everybody got to get up, get on, and no matter what you're fighting for, I promise that it'll live on. Like, fight the power just off jump, 1989, like that's how it starts. Chuck D, Flavor Flav, it's crazy, it's amazing, it is beautiful. And it talks about what's going on. And I'd watched the documentary, and I saw Public Enemy, what they were discussing. I saw, just even NWA talking about fuck the police. Like, that's really amazing, and it's so beautiful. And a lot of people, mainly just white conservative people that just don't understand. They'll be like, fuck the police. But it's like, it's not the police. It's like piece of shit, crooked, racist cops. Make America great again, make it hate again, make it white, make everybody fight, fuck that. I had a conversation with my manager when I wrote the verse. Just in general, he was like, you got to understand that you're going to get feedback. There'll be positive feedback from people who are like, damn, Logic's really standing up and saying something. Then you're going to get negative feedback from fans of yours that may be Trump supporters or whatever the case may be. I don't support Trump. I'm not really with that. It just is what it is. And there's a lot of people out there, and I just really don't get it. I'm just going to be honest. Like, I don't understand how a fan of mine could really support Trump. My manager was like, just expect that, there's going to be some lashing back for you taking a stand. Streets disciple, my rap's a trifle. I shoot slugs for my brain just like Cobain, and everybody wonder why the world insane. Why the world insane? Why the world insane? So that line is an homage to Nas's Live at the Barbecue verse by Main Source, and it's just that simple, which is fun. That's my jam. I know all about that. George Bush don't care about black people 2017, and Donald Trump is the sequel, so I'll say what Kanye West won't. Wake the fuck up and give the people what they want. Man, it's all good, but the youth is confused. Your music is 2020, but then political views is blurred. And I ain't trying to leave your name slurred, cause honestly, I idolize you on everything my word, but I gotta say what need be said. Cause I ain't fucking with the hat with the colors that's white and red. I know some people wish I act white instead, or say I use my pigment as a manifestation to get ahead. Okay, straight up and down, 6 o'clock. I love Kanye West, man. He's my idol. He's like one of my favorite musicians of all time. Like I aspire to be on that level of genius that he is incredible. For him to always, like, he's inspired me so much to say what you feel. And I've been silent about a lot of things. And it's this album that I'm finally talking about these things, race, discrimination, all types of things, just in general. And I'm finally talking about it. And he's been a main inspiration because of that. And my idol has inspired me to stand up against even him. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a real thing. Like, I don't fuck with it. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, man. Like, I just don't understand. I respect you. I love you. I care about you. And because of that, I have to say what you apparently won't. George Bush doesn't care about black people. When you look at what was going on with George Bush and kind of like the whole Katrina situation, whatever, like, that was fucked up and that was crazy. But when you look at what Donald Trump is doing, talking about, I'm going to ban Muslims and I'm going to revoke things and all this other shit, like he's been saying that. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm with this, and then he's, oh no, actually I'm not with this. Like, man, fuck that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck that. Everything I do it right to teach the people that they have the power to fight, and not with semi-automatic bullets in the night. So everybody listening, please listen to this fact. Nobody treated equally, especially the black. If you don't get it the first time, bring it back now. Everybody got to fight for equal rights because the richest people in the whole world equal whites. To make it happen, though, we're going to need patience and not violence, giving hospitals more patients now. Don't burn down the mom and pop shop. I'm just as angry another person got shot. Don't be angry at the color of their skin. Just be happy as a people we can begin again. And I'm going to tell you what I need right now. I'm going to tell you what we all need. I need my people of color. Don't run from Trump. Run against them. No, I 100% don't agree with rioting and burning down your own neighborhood and the people who sell you and your family groceries and all that shit. That's fucking terrible. I understand the anger behind it. I understand the passion behind it. I understand that you are so infuriated that you want to do something, and that's followed by the lines of, people of color don't run from Trump, run against him. Take that aggression and do something with it. Take that shit to Capitol Hill and fucking bang down the door and say something. I understand. I've seen it. I've been there. I know what it's like to feel that way, but like, I'm so angry and disgusted by many things that go on in this country, but I am not going to attack innocent people in my own community, and I just don't think that we should also do that. But I mean, to be quite honest as well, a lot of those people who incite riots are just there to fuck shit up and don't give two fucks about a cause, and then that then gets blamed on the community, mainly the black community, trying to say that they're doing that to their own place. So it's just, I think there's a bit of both. Hands up for the 5-0, hands up for the 5-0. I've been in the cut, look at in my cut, 38 tuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. I just want to live. I just want to eat, but I got to do it for the hood, do it for the street. Half the shit that's like being talked about and that is going on in America is like nobody even sees how that affects like the projects. Nobody sees how that affects low income housing and all. It's like to literally just kick them out into the street. Like, oh my God, like the gentrification and like just all the shit is so insane. And here's this dude, I've been in the cut, looking at my cut, 38 tuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck about nobody. I don't give a fuck about this shit. I don't give a fuck about the president. I don't give a fuck. I'm just trying to get this money because that's all I know. I never had a chance in this world. I never had one. I never had a chance in this world. I was labeled a bad one. After what's been said on all these verses, we get to the very end and I say, I never had a chance in this world. I never had one. And that I'm talking about the indigenous people of America, the Native Americans, and what's going on in that community and what's being ignored. And that's when No ID comes in, and I love those raps. Send the blacks back to Africa, build a wall for the Mexicans, send the whites back to Europe. And when he said that, I was like, what? Like, and I love it because I was like, what the? And then he goes, and give the land to the Native Americans, and it just clicked for me, and I was like, wow. Like, here's a man who's like, don't forget, like, because him writing that inspired me to then do the lines before that. And it's like, yo, he's really rallying, and he's like, he's all for what's going on in the black community. He's all for what's going on, especially in the Muslim community, because he has ties to that, with his family and all these different things. But it's like, man, he's making a stand for people who, especially in this country, just can't seem to find a voice, especially in mainstream media. So, let alone mainstream entertainment. So it was just so incredible that you get through all of what's going on in America, and then you get to the very end, which is truly what the whole album is about, and it's about the beautiful indigenous people of this country.